As we read the following section, The Growth of Industry, provide 2 bullet points summarizing the most important parts. The growth of industry. During the colonial era, workers were in short supply. Americans learned to develop tools that made work easier and more efficient. American methods and inventions won the admiration of Europeans. One observer exclaimed, "The axe here in America is a combination of axe, wedge, and sledgehammer. What an accomplished woodchopper can do with this instrument." There are some among them who can chop and split 5 1/2 loads of wood a day, including stacking them. People working in their homes or in workshops made clothes and most other goods. Using hand tools, they produced furniture, farm equipment, household items, and clothing. In the mid-1700s, however, the way goods were made began to change. These changes appeared first in Great Britain. British inventors created machinery to perform some of the work involved in cloth making, such as spinning. The machines ran on water power, so British clothes makers built mills along rivers and installed the machines in these mills. People left their homes and farms to work in the mills and earn wages. The changes this system brought about were so great that this historic development is known as the Industrial Revolution. For this section called the Industrial Revolution in New England, I want you to write down 2 bullet points that summarize the section best, or maybe the most important parts. The Industrial Revolution began to take root in the United States around 1800, appearing first in New England, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Vermont, and New Hampshire. New England soil was poor, and farming was difficult. As a result, people were willing to leave their farms to find work elsewhere. Also, New England had many rushing rivers and streams. These provided the water power necessary to run the machinery in the new factories. New England's geographic location also proved to be an advantage. It was close to other resources, including coal and iron from nearby Pennsylvania. New England also had many ports. Though these ports passed the cotton shipped from the southern states to New England factories, as well as the finished cloth bound for markets throughout the nation. Also necessary to strong industrial growth is an economic system that allows competition to flourish with a minimum of government interference. The economic system of the United States is called capitalism. Under capitalism, individuals put their capital or money into a business in hopes of making a profit. Free enterprise is another term used to describe the American economy. In a system of free enterprise, people are free to buy, sell, and produce whatever they want. They can also work wherever they wish. The major elements of free enterprise are competition, profit, private property, and economic freedom. Business owners have the freedom to produce the products that they think will be most profitable. Buyers also compete to find the best products at the lowest prices. For this section, New Technology, I'd like you to write down 3 important things that were developed during this time period. New technology. Workers, water power, location, and capital all played roles in New England's Industrial Revolution. Yet, without the invention of new machines and technology, scientific discoveries that simplify work, the Industrial Revolution could not have taken place. Inventions such as the spinning jenny and the water frame, which spun thread, and the power loom, which wove the thread into cloth, made it possible to perform many steps in making cloth by machine, saving time and money. Because these new machines ran on water power, most mills were built near rivers. In 1785, for the first time, a steam engine provided power for a cotton mill. In 1793, Eli Whitney of Massachusetts invented the cotton gin, a simple machine that quickly and efficiently removed the seeds from the cotton fiber. The cotton gin enabled one worker to clean cotton as fast as 50 people working by hand. In 1790, Congress passed a patent law to protect the rights of those who developed useful and important inventions. A patent gives an inventor the sole legal right to the invention and its profits for a certain period of time. One of the first patents went to Jacob Perkins for a machine to make nails. Next section, New England factories. 2 bullet points for this one. The British tried to keep their new industrial technology a secret. They even passed laws prohibiting their machinery as well as their skilled mechanics from leaving the country. However, a few enterprising workers managed to slip away to the United States. In Britain, Samuel Slater had worked in a factory that used machines invented by Richard Arkwright for spinning cotton threads. Slater memorized the design of Arkwright's machine and slipped out of Britain in 1789. Once in the United States, Slater took over the management of a cotton mill in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. There, he duplicated Arkwright's machines. Using these machines, the mill made cotton thread. Women working in the homes wove the thread into cloth. Slater's mill marked an important step in the Industrial Revolution in America. In 1814, Francis Cabot Lowell opened a textile plant in Waltham, Massachusetts. The plant he implemented went several steps beyond Slater's mill. For the first time, all the stages of cloth making were performed under one roof. The Lowell Mill launched the factory system, a system bringing manufacturing steps together in one place to increase efficiency. The factory system was a significant development in the way goods were made and another important part of the Industrial Revolution. Interchangeable parts. One bullet point for this one. The inventor, Eli Whitney, started the use of interchangeable parts. These were identical machine parts that could quickly be put together to make a complete product. Because all the parts were alike, they could be manufactured with less skilled labor, and they made machine repair easier. Interchangeable parts opened the way for producing many different kinds of goods on a mass scale for reducing the price of the goods.